Hey, I'm Alessio Summerfield, and you're listening to Metal Gear Mondays Backlog. If you hear some weird shit about Patreons that aren't this one, don't listen to them. Just go to patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays or soundcloud.com/Metal Gear Mondays for cool stuff. Enjoy the episode. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Metal Gear Monday. As always, I'm your host, Patrick Warburton. And this is the I can't do it. This is the podcast where we play Metal Gear games, top to bottom, front, back, left, right, up, down, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, start, select. And I'm your host, Alessio Summerfield. And as always, I'm joined by Isaac Lim.
Ooh, sorry guys, I'm late. I was just out doing some yard work, and a dang squirrel came out of nowhere, started chasing me around my house. Almost had a heart attack, but I did what most civilized people would do and shot him. So he got what was coming to him. He got it. And here I am, a marked man. But I made it. Here I am.
Samuel Wright.
I hope nobody do a smash and grab.
And our guest from last episode, Zach DeTrocchio, is back, baby.
Hey guys.
Zach DeTrocchio is back, DeTrocchio.
God damn it.
You are welcome.
Thanks for that.
Sweet. So as we are prone to do, between every episode we do these little side episodes where we read listener responses, talk about stupid shit, and just fill time so that I don't have to edit a main episode every week. Sam, we haven't done this in a while, but I am more than happy to vamp while you search for iTunes things.
I already did it because I'm a professional, yeah.
All right, what we got?
We've got one from iTunes user in the UK.
UK?
Represent. Still nothing from Canada.
Fuck
Fuckers.
Canada.
This UK iTunes review is from an iTunes user by the name of Diddy Dog Lovejoy, which is a great name. It's a 5-star review. Says he listens, or she, I don't know, listens all the time at work. It's very similar to Watch Out for Fireballs and structure going through each area, and is really the best Metal Gear Solid podcast out there. Also,
Holler.
that MGS Ninja voice, brah, lol, Des minds there, and also reviews.
Do you remember what day it is?
Oh, what day is it?
Oh shit, that's right. You weren't in on the joke. When I called Sam earlier before the episode, I told him that I thought it was funny that you named your cat Rose because she yells at you. And then I had this skit in my mind where Raiden's just standing on the connecting bridge between the heliport and the warehouse, and Olga is just standing on top of the heliport screaming down at him, "There's mines there," while on top of the warehouse, Rose is sitting there just screaming at him to remember what day it is.
I really do wish that whenever I played Metal Gear Solid 2 and I got the Rose codec, it was just a picture of my cat, and it just went...
But with the subtitles.
Yeah, it's still the same
Of the
codec.
actual words.
But it's...
Alessio.
we brought in a special advisor for this mission, Raiden. You know her.
Rose, what are you doing here? Did you say nerd? Virtual mission.
Alessio.
Actually,
Do you
real
wanna-
quick,
do you wanna-
I can't hate on Canada anymore because I just realized that I drink Canada Dry every time we record. So, in a way, this episode
Is
is brought to
Canada
you
Dry
by Canada.
even made in... No, is Canada Dry even made in Canada?
I don't fucking know.
Probably not.
We're
Still.
sorry for not having any reviews for you, but we're glad you like our what is it, ginger ale?
Water? Water?
Yeah, ginger ale.
Canada Dry has
Water.
water?
It is water.
I thought that was a ginger ale.
Is
Sparkling
that
water.
like that raspberry shit that I tried?
Whoa, dude.
I use it as like a term of like it's a thing. It's shit. It's a thing. Alessio, do you want to read the email from Priest's Pieces, Jake Priest?
Jake Priest, yeah, real quick before
Priest's
I read
Pieces.
the email. Before I read the email, I do want to say a quick shout out to Aperion, aka TJ Wark. If you're on the Slack channel and you're privy to all of our fun little gags and goofs, Aperion sent us a picture of Fancy Ocelot in the self-esteem team. It is the most glorious thing I've ever seen.
Wait, is that in the notes? Like, how do I see that?
No, it's not in the notes. You see it by donating money to the fucking Patreon, Zach.
Look,
I'll post it this week. It'll be the cover image. It'll be the cover.
You
image
weren't
for
there
the
for that, but I was just
Okay.
explaining to Alessio how I'm actually in a shed, and I've been living off of Milano cookies and ramen for the last month and a half.
Milano cookies. It's like a really expensive cookie to be living off of.
Why do you think I'm living in a
Dude,
shed?
you gotta treat yourself.
Why don't you drop down to Chips Ahoy and donate some of that extra doge to the fucking Patreon?
Fuck no, I'm not a savage.
It's fine. Keep your
Chips Ahoys are
Milanos. I'll
fucking
post
delicious.
It is the show. It'll be the show thumbnail.
keep your Milano. Anyway, Alessio, read the Priest's Piece email.
All right.
Please.
So this email is the best email. So this
Ever.
email is from Jake Priest's Pieces, Priest, via email. Dear cast of Metal Gear Mondays, while listening to the latest episodes of Metal Gear Mondays, the term self-esteem team has been used to describe the Ocelot unit. There hasn't been mention in any of the podcasts yet, so I'm guessing that Alessio, Sam, Isaac, or any guests have had the pleasure of watching Him Daisy's
Hi, I'm Daisy.
animated. Oh, excuse me. Hi, I'm Daisy's animated comic.
I like him Daisy better.
Good old Him
Well,
Daisy.
for the longest time, I thought that's how it was pronounced too.
Him Daisy.
Hi, I'm Daisy's animated comic of, quote, Let's Destroy series, being on Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and Portable Ops. I would highly recommend watching the videos on all of them for both personal satisfaction as well as to be able to reference the Hi, I'm Daisy's comic similar to Ego Raptor's Metal Gear Awesome 1 and 2. And then he provides the links to all of those videos, which will be in the show notes. Sorry, guys.
Which I've also sent you guys the links
got a link.
multiple times.
And we ignore you every time.
No, Alessio watched like the first 30 seconds of one.
No, I watched the whole one.
Wait,
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, bruh.
why did Sam? Are you
so-
Sam? Are you fucking with my notes right now? Because everything just highlighted pink.
Sam, are you high right now?
Yeah.
So Zach,
Yes,
can you read it? Josh Torch,
absolutely.
aka the Human Torch.
That's just not a good.
Josh, his nickname is Human. It's Josh Human. Torch.
My name's Josh, but
brother is,
all my friends call me Human. I didn't know if we were still vamp. Oh gosh.
Oh no! Whenever you're ready, you have it pulled up.
Go ahead, Zach. Go ahead. Read the
Detrochia.
message via Facebook, Zachary Detrochia.
Josh Torch.
Never mind the penis that I just drew in the Google
Go ahead,
Doc
Sam.
out of. Never mind the ASCII penis I just drew in the Google Doc. Read the email. Facebook message.
Listened to your show today and thought it was hilarious as usual. I just want to comment on the groove fight after Snake wakes up. A funny method I found useful was using C4 by the door. Also, more importantly, the door that Eve escapes can be opened with the action button. Is that the trapdoor he's talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. As I opened it and went under the house, the other door was opened by Gru, and the C4 killed 2 to 3 soldiers as they entered. Next, I poked from under the house and tranked some of the patrolling soldiers, then took the ladder to take out the rest. God damn it, Sam. This covered the one on the roof and any remaining soldiers. It seems like you guys had some trouble, and I just wanted to share this method with you guys. Keep up the good work, and look forward to listening to you next week. It's just a box, LOL. Why are they trying to plug the show?
It's pronounced lol.
Lol. It's just a box. Lol.
That's our new sign.
No,
It's just a box.
No, when Josh sent this message, I sent the response. That's actually fucking amazing because I didn't know you could actually go down the trapdoor.
Really?
Because when I went through on the virtuous mission and went to go rescue Sokolov,
I prefer Miskin.
Shut up.
Did you say virtual
When
Miskin?
I went on the virtual merkin. When I went under the building and I saw the trapdoor, but it wouldn't let me open it from underneath, so I just thought you couldn't interact with it. So I've never thought to try during this part. But
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I forgot to mention it last episode. I've used it in the past. I just didn't do it this time.
that was actually my go-to method, like all the time, other than just ramboing it with the Patriot and running out and friggin', just gunning everyone down.
You mean the dick gun?
Gunning them down of the Patriots. Sorry, that was really bad. That was fucking, even for me, that was bad. I apologize.
Interesting thing I saw about a year ago, they actually had a real working Patriot weapons platform where it was like a cut down M16 for sale for like $1,300.
Very nice.
But because I live in the wonderful state of New York, you can't buy cool shit like that.
The Empire State. Sam, we've got some additional videos here. Do you want to plug these boys?
Yeah, I certainly will. If you go to Did You Know Gaming on YouTube, as recently, I think it was at the beginning of the month, they did Did You Know Gaming on Metal Gear Solid 2 featuring a favorite of all of us, Super Bunny Hop, which was really good. Also, this is something that was shared with us in the... Alessio, you found this, didn't you?
Yeah.
Somebody got David Hayter and Paul Eating, who play Snake and Colonel Campbell respectively in the first Metal Gear Solids, to record some Ford ads about some of the new Fords. They were talking about the first one was a codec conversation between the Colonel and Snake in the graphics of Metal Gear Solid 1 where they're talking about a new Ford. And then they redid the Psycho Mantis scene right before his battle, talking about how Snake wants to buy the new Ford, like, Titanium or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, they're both like a minute long.
Yeah, and we're going to post those in the show notes.
That sounds fantastic. Great. I need to watch those.
Yeah, no.
They're really great.
Yeah, they're both like 45 seconds to a minute long. They're fucking incredible.
Hey,
I love the Psycho Mantis one.
Hey, so it'll pop up on your phones in a minute, but I think I beat Isaac to the punch of doing something on Twitter for this.
Oh, shit. I don't have anything on my phone.
There's like nothing happening.
This
makes for great radio.
So, Zach...
I'm going to punch you in the fucking Detroitio for being a liar.
I'm not a liar. It'll pop up in your feed in a minute. What's up, Alessio?
Last episode, you were telling us about how you wanted to sound off about the gun conversation. Would you like to do that now?
The Metal Gear Solid Gun Con?
Just...
The jizz gun, as I call it.
I just think it's funny. He's like, this gun, it's this slide, and like because I'm huge into guns. Like we mentioned last episode, I'm a military guy, but that's like a level of like creepiness where it's like, I didn't join the army, but, and he's got like all the different guns, and like they can list everything about them, and I think it's funny watching it now and being, a bit older and a bit more well versed in it, as opposed to, when I was a starstruck kid, I'm like, that gun is like the best gun ever, and shit like that.
This gun is the best gun ever.
And actually, what's funny is in the High on Daisy thing, which I believe it's called Let's Destroy the Shagohod for MGS3, it does a really good satire of it where Eva's like, oh, and since you don't have a gun, and she like holds it up, and he grabs it from her. He's like, oh my god, how'd you get this? This is the best gun ever. It does the best things. And it just like does like this really fast like 30 seconds of just going on, and then she's just staring at him, just sort of like, huh? I don't know. I'm getting to that point where it's like I talk and I'm gonna trail off a little bit because I'm getting tired because of I had like an hour of sleep after that bar crawl. So, which by the way, Alessio, if you'd ever decide to add me on fucking Snapchat, you'd see these things.
Oh, I need to do that.
It's just his dick.
No,
drinking a beer.
Yes.
Yeah. His dick is drinking a beer.
The only
Zach has a talent.
That awkward moment when you get a dick pic and they think it's going to bother you, but you actually don't mind that much.
He simply replied with, "Huh, impressive."
Are you serious?
No. No, last night, like I said and is sort of alluded to, I was in DC for a couple of conferences over the last week and a half, and one of my best friends from college lives in Maryland, which is about 30 minutes away from where I was. So he came down and we grabbed.
Which is also where TJ Wark lives.
Oh, really? Wark.
Yep.
And so we went and we got dinner, and then he introduced me to a couple of new drinks that I hadn't had before, and he had to drive and I didn't, so he opened up the tab and I just sort of took advantage of it. But I also did buy dinner, so I'm not a complete dick. And at one point we were stumbling up and down the streets of DC and I was yelling at my phone, and that somehow got to Sam.
And it was glorious.
Opening tabs and closing tabs.
Like
That's what we do.
I opened my Snapchat and I saw that Sam had opened it like maybe 5 hours ago, and I was like, oh no. I was like, I really hope I didn't say anything insulting.
Oh no, it was completely racist. All of it. Said the N-word like 6 times, and I didn't even know you could say the N-word that many times.
I mean, it's not as racist as how you wanted me to greet Isaac.
Excuse me, how I told you to reel it back. What did you call it? You said, so it would be a bad idea for me to greet Isaac by saying, "How's it going, you slanty-eyed bastard?"
Oh my god.
No.
Like,
no.
What?
I call Sam, I'm like, hey, should I do a funny thing, or should I just be like, hey?
Okay.
And he's like, dude, you
Sam
should...
thinks everybody's racist.
He's like, you should totally say this. And I was like, I'm gonna need you to slow your roll there, bud.
It's not that I think that everybody's racist, it's that I'm black, so I can't be racist.
That doesn't work that way.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
No.
We're getting in some dangerous territory here, guys.
Everyone's wrong in some form or fashion.
Well, sweet. So, speaking of Isaac, he's right here. Isaac, how do you feel about all this?
The answer to that would be The Wayward Lad. If you guys don't know who that is, The Wayward Lad was an English thoroughbred racehorse, foaled in 1975. Throughout his career, he won 28 of his 55 races on 16 different tracks, netting out a career earnings of 218,732 pounds, which was a lot by that time.
Ha 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 ha.
I think you made a pretty good point.
Wunderbar.
Very good. Very good.
Alessio's audio was a little weird right there. Your audio after Isaac said that was kind of weird. It almost sounded like it was forced.
Yeah, a little bit. Isaac,
maybe a little bit.
Could you specify again maybe what you were saying?
Like what did you mean by that?
And I think we can all agree that the legacy that he left is something that we could all hope to achieve one day. To be like the Wayward Lad.
I don't know about all that.
I think he makes a good point.
Isaac, no, dude, don't encourage him. This is getting weird. All right?
Well, I always feel like Isaac, he's almost like the peanut gallery of the show. I wish he would talk more stuff like that.
Well, here we go, Isaac. Say it again. Say some more.
Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus much let me avow. You are not wrong, who deem that my days have been a dream. Yet if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream.
All right, I think that
if I had a nickel for every time I thought that exact thing.
I mean, I don't know. I can't say I agree with you on that one.
So
we're just like we're of a different opinion on this, Zach, because the last thing he said, you were like all bored and like, man,
you know what? It just doesn't sit right with me with that last statement. I don't like it. I don't know.
I'm gonna try something, guys. This is something I learned in the academy. Normally this test is a 50-50 question test, but maybe 80 questions. But I'm gonna boil it down to one for you, Isaac. So you're trapped in the desert, and you see a tortoise laying on its back. So a tortoise is like a turtle, Isaac. What do you do?
Oh, yummy. Yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum.
Fuck, Isaac, come on.
Jeez, man.
That's disgusting.
How would that even... What?
I hope somebody out there picks
Isaac,
up on my reference.
Isaac.
Whatever you say, Mr. Warburton.
Isaac, how did I like spend a weekend under the same roof as you? Like, that's not okay.
Yeah, Sam, you might want to check yourself for all your little bits and pieces again.
Yeah, no, just want to make sure like I'm still got all my toes and like all my nails.
You're gonna see his like Isaac's initials are like sewn into with like medical sutures.
I will say that
I knew there was a reason why I took the room.
I will say that would be the weirdest thing, to go home from a fun weekend with friends and then realize that half of your toes are missing.
Yeah, and I only have 6 toes.
It took you like 18 days to figure it out.
Damn it!
It's like, wait a minute.
I knew I shouldn't have worn flip flops.
My balance has been off. I can't stand up straight. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck that's all about.
I thought
there was a fucking on the Amanda show, they had this like Dawson's Creek parody thing, yeah. And like her dad got his big toes or donated his big toe to something, and he couldn't stand up.
What?
That was pretty funny. Yeah, I can't remember what the thing was called, but like there was a part where like her dad loses his big toe and he can't stand up because he can't balance properly.
I mean, that sounds like something that would be on the Amanda show, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold it against you that you just referenced the Amanda show on my podcast, but that's fine.
Go fuck yourself, Alessio.
Yes, Sam, we're gonna need you to hand in your man card.
Isaac was the one that made me watch it, right, Isaac? Tell him.
I don't know if I could do that, guys.
Run, tell that.
Okay.
Isaac, that's not something that a Metal Gearsman would say, buddy.
A Metal Gearsman?
I mean, we're all Metal Gearsmen here, right?
I don't know if I if I want to meet Isaac in person after that.
He's getting like... Oh, I don't know. I feel weird. I feel dirty having met him.
You've got a dark side to you, buddy.
You might want to get that checked out.
Can we go back to go get your dark side checked out? This is a little weird.
Doc, I've got dark.
So is that like... Oh, God. Is that like our thing now? Like our fans are called Metal Gearsmen?
No, that's us. We're Metal Gearsmen. Because
what are the fans?
They're just fans of Metal Gearsmen.
Are the guests
called gearheads?
Are the guests allowed to be Metal Gearsmen, or are we like a tier below you guys?
You're a first cadet Metal Gearsman.
Oh boy!
See, Sam and I had to slay a Metal Gear with our bare hands before we could host this podcast.
Yep. Isaac isn't even a Metal Gearsman yet.
He's in training.
Yeah. And don't even get me started on Cameron.
All right, so here's the order in which it happens. There's snake babies. There's snacky boys.
Oh God, snake babies. That was a watch out for fireballs thing, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, in their well, they called it Metal Gear Babies, but yeah, they were like, wow, that'd be the worst fan fiction ever. They're like, Sniper Wolf, don't do that.
Alessio, you can't just say snake babies and then immediately go into snaky boys without giving me time to compose myself.
Well, you forgot about the boss's boys. And then there's the boss's girls.
Oh my god, that's the next rank up.
Yeah.
Like even if you're a boy, you're a boss's girl.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's the
Gotcha.
the fancy ocelots. There's the cream team. There's the esteem
Whoa.
team, and then there's
Whoa,
the self-esteem team.
Stop. Back up. Rewind. What the fuck's the cream team?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And there's the cobras without borders. The Cobra Cakes, the Crab Boys.
The Cobra Kais.
Yeah, Cobra Kais. There's the Yiffy tracks, and then there's oh man, I can't remember what comes after that.
Otherwise known as Song About the Towel Cloth.
The Yiffy tracks? What?
Quit hounding me, bro. You're not Foxhound. You can't hound me like that.
Then there's the Hound Foxes.
Yeah, there's the Hound Foxes, the Foxhounds, and the Fox Pups.
The Diamond
And
Pups.
the First Cadet.
Yeah, there's the DARPA dogs, the Diamond dogs, and then the Diesel boys.
Then there's the the Dasket dolls.
I actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a group right now, of which I'm the only member right now, called the Dudes.
Yeah, you got the Digs.
There's the Duds, there's the Adamska and Evas, which is there's only 2 people in that group. And then you can become a Metal Gearsman once you've slain the beast.
No, then you're a Metal Gearsman first class when you're in training.
Yeah.
And only then can you be a Metal Gearsman.
Oh no,
Or Metal Gears woman.
I'm gonna retcon mine. It's not the Duds. It's the Dudesman.
Yes. The only thing above a
Now-
Metal Gearsman is Koji Pro.
And only one person can get that ranking.
So I watched this video, and I won't plug it because I like the video itself and I like the concept they're doing, but they use the song "Not Your Kind of People" that they used in the one of the first one,
the
which is a
Garbage song.
fantastic. He's saying the Garbage is the group. He's not saying it's a bad song. Just
That fucking garbage song.
it's a fantastic song. But at one point near the end, because obviously they copied a very similar thing to that trailer that they used the song in. And at one point, there was a thing that popped up saying "Disciple of Kojima." It's just sort of like, come on, like.
Oh god.
So anybody who's listening, if you want to know which group you fall under, just give us a ring a ding ding via email or on Facebook, and we'll let you know.
We've got a spreadsheet with a bunch of different analytics, and if you send us some basic information, we're able to calculate that. All we need is we
need your social security,
where were you born,
number,
mother's maiden
credit
name,
card number,
the three numbers on the back of the credit card.
the first your first boyfriend or girlfriend's name, and then your
iPhone's passcode,
Your
your
current
paternal-
job's keys.
your paternal father's first or grandfather's first
15
name.
cc's of viper semen mixed with a pint of your blood.
And then we'll have
pound.
Then we'll have Dr. Madnar in the lab run some tests.
A pound of the finest, and I mean the finest, black tar heroin.
Only the best
We
will
call
do.
it Black Mamba around here.
And then we will happily let you know which group you fall under.
Oh, speaking of...
Well, and I don't know.
Speaking
I don't know if I've mentioned this on any other episode, but I literally live in a mountain of snakes.
What?
Yeah, so I'm going to be conducting this test within a mountain of snakes.
Oh, like it's the mountain. It's made
So a
of
living,
snakes.
breathing wad of snakes, which is unfortunate for me because I'm deathly afraid of them.
God.
Yeah, speaking of mambas, when you encounter the white mamba in Metal Gear Solid 5, I noticed that if you have the Afrikaans translator, he'll talk to him in Afrikaans, but if you don't, he just says what he says in English.
Ah, I did
And
not know that.
and
Speaking
Kiefer
of,
Sutherland killed it
go
with
ahead.
the accent.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Speaking of Mamba, Kobe. Sorry.
Oh, I hear you.
The end.
That is all.
Kobe beef. Well, yeah, so that has been our fucking delirious romp through the side op.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm getting stupid tired now at this point.
No, me too.
So, time out really quick. Dare I ask for deleted scenes?
I'm trying to think if we even have any that are recent.
I mean, they don't have to be recent as long as you have
All right,
them.
well, I'm about to say something super racist, so you can put that in the deleted scene.
Oh.
All right, ready?
All right, well, hold on. Isaac, what do you think of this racist thing that's about to be said?
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, and it feels incredible. It's like taking rubbing alcohol and just pouring it over your open wounds. The pain that rips through your chest and makes you want to just explode and die.
All right, continue, Zach. I don't even want to talk about what Isaac just said.
Fair enough.
All right.
I think that's fair enough, dude. Continue.
All right, so here you go. So one night...
2 hours later.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ, man.
God, man. Isaac, what the fuck you think of that kind of shit?
How much wood could a woodcut... All right, let me try it again. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a wood... How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck... How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Eh? Pretty good.
Yeah, I know, right? God,
I don't
fuck,
think that's
fuck.
even legal in Georgia. But
Look, man, you asked for deleted
It's a good
scenes.
thing-
I'm going to give you deleted scenes.
Oh, you'll get your deleted scenes.
In my stomach.
Deleted scenes.
I want some more.
I want some more.
I was gonna say, are you doing
All right.
Are you doing Naked Snake? Or are you doing movie announcer guy?
All
Both.
of the above.
One man,
Both.
one fish. It's delicious.
Did you say both?
Both with an L.
Dude, get that fucking L out of my both, please. You left an L in my both.
Your L is in my bowl.
Your both is in my L.
Toothpaste.
Oh,
Your toothpaste in my peanut
oh!
butter.
Before we leave, do you want me to read the email that your dad sent me?
Oh, yes, please. So this is a side op to the side op. So this is my father commenting on Zach's book preview.
And like,
Shout out to Jay Summerfield.
and
What
like,
up, Johnny boy?
actually, some of the points he raised were really good, but it was just like he did it very passive aggressively to the point where it just made me feel really down.
Ripped.
But still, thank you for all the advice.
Whoa,
Mr. Summerfield.
dude. So hold on. The fabric of space time just shattered. You broke the internet so hard.
Damn it.
Anyway.
Give it to me one more
Anyway,
time, Zach.
Okay, so to preface this, I sent when I first sort of made contact with Alessio and all them. Which, by the way, if you reach out to them, they respond very timely and they are very friendly. Unlike
don't
other podcasts.
fucking set up the.
Yeah, that's
don't
not
fucking set up those
invitation. I don't-
expectation,
Don't
dog. Come
blow
on.
up my inbox, dog.
Don't blow our cover and shit. We're not nice people.
Okay, so
Fuck outta here.
rewinding the space-time continuum again. So to preface this, like in the last episode, the guys were kind enough to let me mention that I recently finished a crime novel that I'm working on getting published now, and so I sent them over a sample, and Alessio actually forwarded it to his dad, and his dad had some really good advice, but he
Hold on. So the reason why I did that
shred
is-
it like for real. R.I.P. in peace. Zach's book.
well, the reason why I sent it to my dad is because my dad has a publishing company. I didn't just arbitrarily say, "Cool, dude. Thanks for the book sample. Let me pass it to my dad."
The implications of that are great. It's like, oh man, I don't know if I like this or not. Let me ask my dad.
Yeah, just so you guys know, I know some people consult a Magic 8 Ball. I actually consult my father in all matters.
Well, I do that too.
I don't.
No.
I don't. That's the joke.
Oh, I do that.
That's the joke.
Sorry. Continue, Zach.
Okay, and so Mr. Summerfield was nice enough to, we got a little bit of dialogue going, and he goes, "I'm 10 pages in and I see some issues." We're off to a great start there. Number one, there's some style and grammar issues that slow reader down. Number two, I have no idea of knowing how much noir you have read, or pulp, to be more precise, but I am not convinced your protagonist is such a bad dude. I think he also needs conflict in his life besides a loaded gun, like maybe he owes this boss money himself that he needs to work off, or maybe those wise guys along the boardwalk need to rough him up a little. It is too clean. I do not mean the language. No Country for Old Men has very little language, but may be the best badass film of all time. Also, it would take 3 weeks to get to New York on a motorboat. You'd be stopping to refill constantly, and the intercoastal is your safest bet because of squalls. I bet 2 weeks even if you know what you're doing very well. However, I think you can improve this quite easily. You seem to enjoy the craft of writing. I can detect a thrill to your work, a release of some sort. I would read some more noir pulp type stuff, or even some true crime. Read, don't watch, okay? And he just says he's going to read the next 20 pages or so. And he's got a lot of good points. So
shit, man. Yeah, I don't know. So I
well, that actually wasn't quite as devastating as I thought it was going to
hold
be.
on. I'm gonna roll this back for a second. How the fuck does my dad know how long it takes to get to New York from Miami in a motorboat?
On a motorboat?
Honestly,
Alessio, I think you need to have a conversation with your dad about some stuff, Alessio.
What's funny, Alessio, is that was the only thing that sort of stood out to me, because I have it where it takes my main character 2 days to get there. But I base that off of him having one of these super high-speed motorboats that exist, because I know that you can get from Miami to Havana, Cuba in 2 hours on one of these things. That's 90 miles. So it was based off of that, but I guess I didn't clarify that in the book. But
gotcha.
But that was really...
Nah, dude. 2 weeks. 2 weeks if you know what you're doing.
If you can evade the Coast Guard, and you might have to kill some people.
Like, Johnny, what the fuck? How do you know this?
Now,
my dad's like, you're going to want to hide the Coke in the back panel underneath the engine block.
And if Raoul doesn't pick up on the third ring, you throw that phone away. You throw that phone away.
You got a burner, don't you?
But no, he raised a lot of good points, and I do appreciate his feedback. And
the one thing you need to focus on is finding the spy that burns you. You got to find the spy that burns you.
Yeah. You know what is funny is I'm glad he wrote the one part where he's like, I can detect the thrill to your work or release of some sort. That's actually exactly what this project was. I wrote it during the hopefully just awful year of 2015, and this was my release, or else I was gonna break things. So he called that one pretty much on the spot.
That's awesome.
Nice.
No, I get like a kind of like a Man on Fire vibe from your book, Zach, in the early stages. So I'd be really interested to see kind of where it goes.
Well, did you end up reading the whole sample, or did you? Because I remember last time we talked about it, you'd only read like 15 or so pages.
Yeah, I think I believe I got 3/4 of the way in. I can't remember if I finished it completely.
Okay, I mean, if you want, I could send you the full edition sometime.
Oh, word, dude. Yeah, I'll put it on my Nook. I've been doing a lot of reading while on my travel job. So
I'll put that shit on my Nook.
Let me slam that on my Nook, please.
Oh God, don't say that.
Can you make the audiobook so I can put it on my Zune?
Oh God! So spoiler alert.
I'm just gonna slam jam that into my Nook right now.
Isaac, what do you think?
I've got this recurring dream involving a piece of glass, a pitchfork, and an alarm clock. I don't know what it means or anything like that, but just thought I'd throw that out there.
Good one, dude. Good one.
Isaac, you want to close this up real quick?
So, in lieu of a certain holiday coming up, depending on when you're listening to this episode, I'd like to play a song dedicated to all the mothers out there. You may be listening, you may not be, I don't know. But it's called My Dear Mother. It's an old Ukrainian tune, and it's very beautiful. So here it is. Cue it here!
На мати моя, ти ночей не доспала і водила мене у поля край села, і в дорогу далеку ти мене на зорі проводжала, і рушник вишиваний на щастя дала, і в дорогу далеку ти мене на зорі проводжала, і рушник вишиваний на щастя на долю. Your In my dreams I still see there's a blossoming garden and a meadow so green with the birds full of song, and your smile never leaves me through your tears. You had said you believed me when I said I must go, but I wouldn't be long. And your smile never leaves me through your tears. You had said you believed me. Now I live in a faraway land, and I know I was wrong. On this cloth I still gaze as my fate is unfolding. You still whisper to me through the grass and the trees. Though your heart was so broken, you insisted on making this token of your motherly love so important to me. Though your heart was so broken, you insisted on giving this token of your motherly love, though you knew what was going to be.
Tell them where they can find you on the internet, Isaac.
Hope everybody enjoyed my goofs and gaffs. I'm gonna go eat some peanut butter M&Ms. Bye.
Oh, dude, I was talking about Twitter, dude. Ad doesn't have a twit. Jesus Christ.
I've never heard of that
30
website.
followers, you know.
I might have to open up safe mode before I check that site out.
It's like apparently. Did you say that it was? I'm not even.
Oh, that's dirt. Oh,
fuck it.
I just.
Oh no, I can't. It doesn't have a twit on Twitter. If you're even okay with following this kind of
I'm
filth.
gonna have to go clear my cookies after looking at that.
Dude, just hearing that, I gotta clear my browser.
Fuck, I gotta burn these headphones.
So Zach, where can the gearheads find you?
They can find me.
Snake babies.
They can find me on Facebook at Troy Colton. That's Troy spelled regular, and Colton is Kolton. That's my pen name, and it's a lot easier to spell than my real name. Just accept it. Same thing for Twitter. It's at Troy_Colton. And you can also find me on Instagram at Persona Non Grata Book. And I'll let...
Is that why you like? Where did Troy Colton come from?
Troy Colton came from... I wanted to do a pen name just because of certain organizations that I am associated with. I don't want them having to be associated with this very dark crime book that I'm writing, or that I wrote. So I was like, oh, I really like the name Troy. What's a cool last name? And I'm like, Troy Baker. No. Like...
Taken.
Yeah, right? He's taking the credit for my book. He's like, yeah, it just came to me one day. With that silky smooth voice of his. I should have...
The actual book itself arrived to me one day in Amazon box.
Tell you what, if I want someone to do an audiobook of it, he'd be the guy.
Yeah, dude.
Looking at you, Troy Baker. Yeah,
because he totally listens to our podcast.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking over here at all.
And actually, Colton came to me because I'm a big fan of... there's a writer, he's an ex-Delta Force commander. He goes by the name Dalton Fury, and he wrote these...
Whoa. It's fucking rad,
yeah,
dude.
it's a badass pseudonym. And he wrote these fiction books that are based on a Delta Force guy named Colt Raynor. And I was like, well, I really like the sound of Colt. And it's spelled with a K, and I'm like, I'm just going to throw an O-N on the end of it. Why not? You know, it's not like it...
When in doubt.
I just love... That has like a meaning behind it, and you're just like, oh, I like the name Troy.
I actually... I had a piece of notebook paper with like 13 different like combinations of names written. And I was like, none of these are like just kind of lame, you know? And then I figured that one. I was like, it's got a ring to it, I think.
I think. It's not a bad pen name. I enjoy it. It's a good one.
Well, I'm glad you think so.
Troy Colton. Alessio, where can they find you on the internet?
At
What's going on
AC
with you?
Summerfield on the Twitter, and then you can see my film work at www.foreveranastronaut.com.
Woo!
Sam,
And then you can find... Oh, well...
Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at SamWrightDPS. You can also email me at samw@geekti.me and admin@geekti.me. You can send all of your hate mail for the stuff that you've heard Isaac say on this episode to me, because I want to see it.
Oh God, that's gonna!
Totally.
I can't wait to hear some of that stuff.
Like I'm not being sarcastic here. I need your hate mail, please.
I'm excited for when the deleted scenes comes out to hear the hate mail that comes my way for what I said.
It's rough.
You can also go on the website geekti.me to find the rest of this show and our other shows. We've got a lot of great shows happening on the website right now. It's on and popping, so check it out. You can also go to soundcloud.com/geektimepod. We upload all of our episodes of all of our shows there too. You can go to facebook.com/Metal Gear Mondays to like the Facebook page for this show. You can also go to facebook.com/geektimepod to like the network page, or you can find us on Twitter at geektimepod.
We need 100 likes to unlock a special episode.
Well, hopefully at this point we already have it.
Well, yeah, hopefully, but we're crossing our fingers. If we already have 100 likes, we're recording this way before, but if we have 100 likes, then disregard that message on the Metal Gear Mondays page, by the way. If we don't, then continue to peep the space and like page. But hopefully by the time this episode comes out, we'll have 100 likes, and you will have already heard this episode. So
I'd be curious to see
how.
how long it sits at like 99.
Me too.
I just want to, because you didn't mention it, Sam, go to Kickstarter, and is it just, I don't know the actual URL, but search for Brace for Impact, the Crashland story. It's a
the URL's way too goddamn long to.
It's an awesome.
I think I said it on the last side hop, and I'm not saying it again this time.
It's a really awesome, inspiring premise for a film that Alessio is working on, and I'll let him plug it more just because he's going to know more about it. But
man.
it's awesome, and Crashlands is a phenomenal game, except for those fucking glidopusses. But for $5 iOS, and how much is it on PC?
On PC and Mac, it is $14.99.
It is well worth it. It's a fun game. Go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
You can also, if you would like, go to patreon.com/geektimepod, where you can, if you would like, donate a little bit of Doja, a little bit of cheddar cheese to the cause. $1 gets you access to our personal Slack channel where we chat with each other and other listeners who have donated. We also will give you exclusive director's notes and exclusive Patreon blogs that we've started pushing out. Finally, we're going to be doing that here. So check that out. You can also go to geektime.spreadshirt.com and pick up Metal Gear Mondays or a Geek Time Network t-shirt. We've got a lot of cool designs in there. We're looking into adding more as soon as we can. So check that out.
Matt Campbell 2016.
If you don't want to donate, for real, vote for Matt Campbell. If donating some extra dough isn't your thing, but you kind of were looking for ways to help us out, and you use Amazon, next time you use Amazon, go to our donate page. That's on the right-hand side of the website, or you can go to geekti.me/WP/donate and get some information about our Amazon affiliate program. If you go to that, you can just use Amazon like normal. Once you've clicked the link, buy a thing on Amazon, and you will not notice a change because you're not spending any extra money, but we will notice a change because we're getting a monetary kickback for the things that you buy, and it's really awesome. It's a really awesome way to help us out without having to spend any extra money. What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck was that?
What was what?
Yeah, Sam.
I'm trying to do a...
I think that was Isaac.
Isaac, what the fuck, dude? Can we not please put microphones in our mouths?
That can't be sanitary.
What are you talking about?
No, not you, Alessio. Isaac's over there putting his mic in his mouth. It's like a creepy version of that ASMR thing that you guys did.
Oh God! All right, so I'm gonna cut us off.
So moist.
Cut us off. Right
so moist. So moist.
All right.
And so moist.
So, guys, don't forget.
Wait,
It's just a crock.
You know what? I'm gonna give this one to you. It's just a box. Get the fuck out of here.
It's just a crock.
it's just a dud.
Whoa.
Crock cap. Actually, Isaac, close us out, buddy.
Ooh, I'd say my favorite would be peanut butter M&Ms. I will always advocate the purchase of peanut butter M&Ms. The best thing out there.
So nice, man. It's wonderful.
I don't believe it.
Just a box.